What's up, guys? AW here in order. What's up? Hope you're having a good night. Good night. Good night. Ah, a good Friday. We're almost at the end of the month, end of the year, and hope you're all doing good. Today, I saw Sonic 3. I like the movie. Sonic 3 is fun as hell. Really like the movie. I'm gonna do a review on it, a video review on it tomorrow on a Saturday. Tomorrow. This is a spoiler review for Creature Commandos, episode 3 and 4. I said I was going to do 3 and 4 together, so that's what I plan to do. And there's a lot of things to talk about in this stream. Two things, two episodes to go over, about 50-minute episodes. No, 50-minute combined. So like 25 minutes episodes combined. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy. If you see it, I hope you enjoy the first 4 episodes. I know Blinded has seen the 4th episode. I've seen it today, earlier in the day, and I'm gonna invite Blinded on. Some people will come on later. I hope. All right, Creature Commandos. Just 3 and 4 spoiler review. We're a little bit past halfway done the show, because the show is always 7 episodes long. So yeah, we're past halfway at the halfway point, because 7 episodes. Episode 4 is past halfway. All right. Now each episode leading up to episode 2, 3, and 4. It takes us flashbacks to some of the characters' origin stories. Right, there's flashbacks while fast forward to the present time. So episode 2 was the bride. Episode 3 is GI Robot. GI Robot. And episode 4 is the Jackal. So I assume the next episode 5 and 6, will be Dr. Phosphorus and Nina. We have some of their backstory, some flashbacks for their backstory, how they came to be. Okay, so that's what each episode detail each members of the Creature Commando Squad's team. I don't know what it's called. Team Monster. I don't know if Degrassi is in the chat or not. I don't know if he's around. Hope he's around. That's funny. I mean, I just saw something that's funny. Now once again, I'll tell you before I go into this, and I don't know if Blind is coming on. Or not. He'll see. I'll see if he gets an invite. I mean, he knows about it. He has an invite. We'll see if he comes on. But before I actually go on. Okay, before I actually go on, like I said, as a spoiler review, it's up to you if you want to stay or not. If If you want to stay and be spoiled, that's up to you. If you don't, okay, leave this stream. Okay, leave this stream. Because there will be is a spoiler review, and in a spoiler review, well, there will be spoilers, right? Spoilers. All right. So once again, Sergeant Walker's episode 3, buddy. Episode 3. So once again, if you want to be spoiled, if you don't care, go ahead, continue watching. If you do care, leave the stream about spoilers. All right, let's get to episode 3, baby. 3. Yeah, let's see. Blinded. Blinded. Let's see if Blinded comes on. All right. Okay. Episode 3 is a mix of. This is episode 3 is focused on GI Robot. It's a GI Robot centric episode. Okay, a very focused centric episode on GI Robot. It's about basically the beginnings in the beginning of GI Robot, what it was created for, and well, let's just say GI Robot doesn't make it at the end. All right, rest in peace, GI Robot. If there's such thing as Robot Heaven. Why did I say that? Well, that's because yeah, he dies. Okay. Well, he gets destroyed into pieces. It's a fucking robot. But okay, the end of episode 2. Cersei's forces, the Sons of Themyscira, the Sons of Themyscira, they managed to capture Nina and the bride. Okay, they managed to capture Nina and the bride, and bring her to where their hideout is, where Cersei is staying. All right. Okay. All right. So where's Blinded? Blinded. I don't know where Blinded is. Okay. So the Sons of Themyscira bring Nina and the bride to where Cersei, their base of operations, and where Flag and his team have to go and retrieve them both. But in this story we get a bit of history lesson, a flashback and origin of GI Robot. Now, GI Robot is like any other robot. He's only programmed to kill one thing. GI Robot is only programmed to kill one thing, but he cannot truly differentiate between a Nazi and a non-Nazi all the time. Sometimes he needs to be told if somebody's a Nazi, all right, and sometimes he doesn't. It's a scene in an episode, but we get a flashback of GI Robot, and along with the American Army traveling through a forest. It seems like a forest of some country in Europe. I don't know which country it is. I'll say it's Germany. This is during World War II, right? GI Robot has a connection in World War II. That's how old the character is. The character is. And Sergeant Walker's in episode 2. Okay, Sergeant Walker's in episode 2 also because he has a connection to GI Robot, right? So Sergeant Walker's in the third episode. So Sergeant Robot is leading GI Robot and other American soldiers in the forest, right? And sometimes the forest is very hard to. It's very hard to navigate. especially in the army military, right? But you have to kind of know the territory. But he was Americans, right? In Europe, they didn't know exactly the forest they're in, but the Germans did, the Nazis did. The Nazis certainly did, right? Nazis certainly knew the territory because they were ready for they were ambushing the Americans. They were ambushing the Americans, right? And so they thought they had the upper hand, and the Nazis look like they did. Look like they did. Okay, for a little bit of time, being all of a sudden, GI Robot got into swam into action. Swam into action. I'm sorry. Got into action. Got into action. Guns coming out. Machine guns coming out with a bunch of just rapid firing. Managed the waist area, the leg, what do you call it? Whatever you call it, rises up. So where GI Robot looks, he's on a pole, rises up and starts shooting like crazy, taking out each Nazi, each German in the forest, killing all of them. And he saw how gory it was, how gory it was. The each German was taking shot. It was really, really gory as hell in this episode, and not realistic. It was kind of like a machine. Yeah, it was a rapid fire machine gun. Basically, he had basically a machine gun for his hands as a his arms and hands. Basically, were machine guns, and he's programmed to kill Nazis. Right? He's programmed to kill Nazis. Nazis only. Okay, programmed to kill Nazis only. Okay. In which he helps Sergeant Walkers, the surviving members of the unit, the squad, survive the ambush laid by the Nazis. Okay. Okay. As part of his backstory, we get to see more flashbacks. Well, in the present time, the team goes to Researcher's base to rescue the bride and Nina. They realize that was just to draw them in because Cersei wasn't there. They were looking for Cersei. Cersei wasn't there. That's because Cersei went back to the princess's castle to kill the princess. It was just a ploy to draw in the team, so Cersei and some other men of Sons of the Mascara could go to the castle where the princess lives and stays to kill her. That's the bride, the Frankenstein woman. I don't think she has a name. This is the bride. Uh, where's Blinded? Probably playing Marvel Rival. What's up, Degrassi? So, while they were tricked they weren't tricked. They were going to save the bride and Nina, but they still were duped into saving them because it was just a ploy for Cersei to go to the castle to kill the princess. We get more flashbacks of when the war ended, like World War II ended. What was the use for GI Robot? GI Robot had no purpose anymore, but you couldn't just throw them away. The military couldn't just throw them away. Okay, the military could just throw him away. It's like we could just throw this thing away. It still works, and it's still repping whatever. And it was being on it was being on stage like an act. And what was on in front of different men, rich men, uh stuff like that. And each time while I was on stage, it was diagnosing, diagnostics. Like it's if whether these some people in the audience were a Nazi or not. So no, it was not a Nazi, not a Nazi, not a Nazi, none of them were Nazis. Okay. Later on, it was put in a lab, and by somebody else, and it kind of lost its not thinking its brain, but it kind of lost of its memory. You know, like it's kind of its memory in a way it doesn't exactly know like so whether the diagnosis is Nazi or not, it's kind of gone, right? It begins, but also then it was bought by then eventually it was bought. Let me see by the name. Michael Walker voiced this character. Okay, Michael Walker voiced this character. His name, I'm looking for it. Yeah, so GI, yeah, Will Magnus is the one that got bought the GI. It was a scientist that worked on GI Robot in the '90s, and then it was found in a antique shop by a collector named Sam Fizzlegibbon. Fizzlegibbon is his name. I think it's his name, Fizzlegibbon, voiced by yeah, Michael Booker, I believe. Yeah, Michael Booker named him Sam Fizzlegibbon. Yeah, that's a weird name, Fizzlegibbon. Whatever. And the thing is, Sam Gibbons seemed like a good guy, nice guy. Seems like a very well respected, good all nature person. And the way he was treating GI, Robot, I was treating GI more than just more just as a robot. I was kind of treating GI like a friend, like a human. A human, like GI Robot is more than just a friend. It's actually a human. Okay, like, but right, more like yeah. Okay, more like as a human, and and what's funny about this? I hear it's good to see the grass. What's funny about this? He, Sam decided to take GI Robot out into basically a place in the mountains with a bunch of Sam's friends, and right, it was cold, and it gets cold in the mountains. There was snow and all that. So yeah, even the GI Robot doesn't get cold, but he did dress GI Robot with a heavy snow coat and a hat to make it, to treat it like a human. But as I was driving up to the mountains to where Sam's friends, and when I mean friends, I'm gonna get to that. What I mean, like, there's explanation. They are his friends, but there's more to that. Why have explanation, quotations with my fingers. Why I call it friends? Okay, I'll get to that definitely. Um, um, so on the car ride uh, this is what I'm like. This is what changed. This is what changed. I'm like, oh my god, I know what's happened. No, U.S. agent is human. But I know, I'm like, oh my god, okay, this changed. I mean, oh, this guy's a really nice guy. But when he was mentioning to GI Robot on the way, I'm like, oh my god, I think I know this guy really is. Because he mentioned, we're gonna take back this country. We're gonna take back this country. We're gonna be some of my friends who want to take back this country. Right? And I'm like, oh, I know what that is. Yep, that made me think, yep, this guy's a neo-Nazi. This guy's definitely a neo-Nazi. I'm like, yep. The way he talks, the way he talked to GI Robot in the car on the ride up. Yeah, I'm like, this guy's a fucking neo-Nazi. And once they arrive, they go inside with a bunch of Sam's friends, a bunch of the neo-Nazi clubs, and slowly the prime directive of GI Robot's coming back because he's always been programmed to kill Nazis, right? Kill Nazis, right? Kill Nazis. It was slowly coming back. Each thing that recognizable that seems like and close to like whatever represents the Nazis, whether it's the swastika or other things. Words don't necessarily mean won't exactly get his memory back, but symbols and stuff. So when they sat down and the guy was leading the events, we in the background you saw a swastika, and all of a sudden when that swastika was revealed, his prime directive came back fully, and everybody there, his his diagnostic, his scanners, like Nazi, 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 and he just basically shot everybody up in the club, every neo-Nazi in the club, and he was programmed to kill Nazis. Remember that, even though those Nazis technically, legally didn't do anything, illegally do anything, right? Illegally didn't do anything. He still shot them up because he's programmed to kill Nazis, whether they're doing stuff illegal or not. That's what he's programmed to do, right? So he basically create a he created a bloodshed in the club with all those dead Nazis, neo Nazis, and that's where he got arrested for. And I'm convinced if he wasn't useful, if he got arrested because Weasel Weasel survived. Um, he could swim, I think. Um, Obviously with GI Robot, he got caught per bell weave, but let's be honest. If they did if the military or whatever did find him useful, he would not have been arrested. They would have dismantled him, destroyed him there. But there was a use for him, despite killing all those neo Nazis. There was still a use for him. Still a use for him, right? And that's where they put him in Belle Weave, in the monster ring, the monster section of Belle Weave. Right? Even though he's technically not a monster and he should have rights like a living being, because he is not really technically a living being. All right. That's his backstory, and how does this play into this episode in the present time? Because when they go back to the castle, Cersei was there trying to kill the princess, right? Princess of Pozakistan or Pozikian, I don't know. I don't know fucking what it is. Forgive me, right? But also, there was some of the sons of the mascara there, right? Making sure nothing happens, right? And so, and it was a gruesome battle between team 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 task force M and Sons of the Mascara. Chess battle, very glory, very bloody and stuff. Uh, and it looks like they were losing. They were losing because losing to the Sons of Mascara. But Jerry Roba started scanning, started looking around, and just basically asked Big Flag Senior, "Are they Nazis?" Like, and Big Flag Senior basically lied to them. Yes, they are Nazis, only because they were in trouble, right? Task Force M was in trouble, and he had to get GI Robot, and GI Robot might have been the only way to save them. So they are Nazis. So he lied to GI Robot, but understandably why their lives were at stake, and GI Robot managed to take it down with Signs of the Mascara, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, after that, Cersei just blasts GI Robot, and GI Robot just exploded in pieces like a robot, dead, dead. Well, dead, but I don't necessarily mean fully dead, truly dead, because he is a robot. He's not a human being. He is a robot, so there's a possibility he could come back. They could just have some of the best scientists, some of the best doctors, just put him back together, technically, right? If there's still enough left of him to that's able to or to make some minor upgrades, if there's left of him to repair him, left some of his pieces of the robot pieces though that's able to function still, if you put them back together again, kind of like C3PO. C3PO was still functional, right? Was still functional without being fully intact, right? And what's up, Degrassi? You mind, buddy? Where's Blinded? Where's Blinded? Okay. And the end of GI Robot there. Amazo's OP, man. Fucking Amazo's OP. Who creates Amazo? Uh, but yo, derpy. And then Cersei goes, blasts into Princess's door, and the princess is like, what do you do? What do you do? What do you want from me? I want you dead. And she was about to kill Cersei. I mean, Cersei's about to kill the princess. But also Jackal came in, leaped up and started scratching the princess. Then goes through the window to the ground. And she Dr. Phosphorus hand on Cersei's face and kind of burns her. But her face is not really burned. It looks burnt, but it's not burned. But it looks like it's gonna heal over time. I mean, episode 4, you still see her burnt face, but it's like no skin is melted or anything like that. So it's gonna heal over time. Cersei's a goddess. It's gonna heal over time. Um, they think they stopped everything, but Cersei's like, "You fools! You doomed the world! You doomed the world! You doomed the world!" Stop calling me a tornado. Well, you are a tornado, buddy. Oh, he blinded Sailor Beyond. Oh, thank God. Okay. And so, rest in peace to G.I. Robot. I'm gonna do a funeral. I'm gonna do a eulogy for him. G.I. Robot. Here lays G.I. Robot, the true shoulder who saved. I don't think Frank Grillo's gonna be Grodd. Oh yeah, I would talk about that. That does look like Grodd. Actually, it does look like Grodd. But I don't want to make a human turn into Grodd, man. I'm sorry. I want Grodd to be an actual ape from an actual gorilla from Gorilla City. I don't want Frank Grillo to be Grodd. I'm sorry. I think that's stupid. When I saw that, I'm like, when I saw that vision of, and when I saw that Gorilla Grodd standing beside the princess, I'm like, you know what? That may not be Grodd because there's another ape gorilla out there. Yeah, he is, but there's another ape. I know Grodd's super mature, but there's also another ape, a gorilla out there named Commander. What other gorillas out there? I'm not talking about Ultra Humanite. Um, um, is this Soliver? Monster Mula? Let me see. Let me see. I thought it was Monster Mula. Because Monster Mula is more military. Oh, okay. I thought that looked more like when I saw that vision. I'm like, why would Grodd? I mean, Grodd is a prince. Yeah, princess. The princess. Obviously looks like a warlord, but she might be mind controlled by Grodd if it is Grodd mind control. But it also could be. I mean, it does have the way it looks like it does have the helmet that Grodd would have, but also it's like a military kind of ape, and it could also be monster Monsieur Mala. I mean, I was thinking Monsieur Mala or Grodd, not Ultra Humanite or yeah, Solivir is a good yes, yeah. So I was thinking either Monster Mula or 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 Grodd, but it does look more like Grodd based on the helmet. Um, the thing is, Grodd is cool and all. He's just more of a decent. He's more of a Flash kind of character. I mean, the Flash is around. We know that. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I know Blind's gonna come on. I mean, that's what we get to see in episode 4 is what seriously shows Waller the future of the world if the princess still lives. The if she still lives, if the princess still lives. But the thing is, you see the princess in that vision. Oh yeah, we'll talk. I need to get a picture of that. You see, the picture. You see, the vision. The princess looks older. Looks older. Doesn't look like. I mean, the princess is not a teenager in the show right now, but she looks older. She looks older than she does in the show. No, Wally. Oh, Barry Allen can still be alive technically. Let me see that picture. I had that picture. We see Batman there. Batman's in that pic. Batman's there. We see that. Oh, I spelled creatures wrong. What the fuck? Oh, oh, this is not it. Oh yeah, here though. Superman's on the cross. I'm pretty sure that's Wonder Woman too. You see, I think Wonder Woman's been stabbed through the chest. Yeah, but Wally West does not have the connection of Reverse Flash though. The thing is, Reverse Flash does not work well with Wally West. Same as the, same as the, same as the Rogues. She does look older. That is definitely Grodd. She could be mind controlling the princess. He could be because he is a telepath. Um, you see Superman. Yeah, Superman's on the cross. That's obviously to symbolize the savior, the Messiah. I guess. You see Wonder Woman. Well, if you see the picture, I'm gonna get the picture. This is a far. This is not a zoomed in picture. This is a zoom out. But I'm gonna get up here. Oh fuck. Wally Flash does not have a good world gallery. That's the problem. Let me get the picture. I have it here. Okay. Okay, here's the picture. So you got the Trinity in the front. This is clearly the Trinity in the front, right? You got Wonder Woman on the left, stabbed through like it's basically been impaled. Like same with Batman, they can impale like Vlad the Impaler does to her to his victims. You see Batman impaled there too. Superman in the middle on the cross. Obviously, that's we know why that's that. We got the other heroes there too. That's more of a zoomed out picture. Okay. Now in episode 4, this is focused on Jackal. Is Jackal an actual animal or was it once human? Because this origin story, I mean, it's tragic. It's a tragic story about what happened to Jackal. But I don't know if it was once human or not. Like, how do they know it's human or not? They call it John Doe. How do we know it's human? They don't specify it's human or not. They treat it like it has human rights, but in the backstory, it doesn't explain how it became a jackal. I guess that's what makes it interesting. That they want to keep it intrigued. Is it a human? Was it a human or was it always a beast? A beast, right? I guess that's the point. Weasel, yeah, Weasel. Oh my god, I call him Jackal because Jackal's from Spider-Man. Oh my fucking god, and Jack. All right, I guess maybe that's the idea that we don't know if Weasel actually was a human or actually was actually just a. I guess a canine because like I mean like right because we know a canine is it a canine? I mean not like wolves are canines, right? Dogs are canines. Um, Foxes are considered canines. Those kind of animal. Maybe it's something like that. Maybe it's either an animal or I don't know. Jackal is a Spider-Man villain. I forgot. I got mixed up. Okay, I got mixed up. Um, but man, and the lawyer came in and said, "Yeah, no, Frank Girl's character, right? Big Flag said this he killed 27 people." No, she's like she no only 8, and he's like, oh, that makes it even doesn't even make it any better. But we found out he didn't kill any of them. He didn't kill anybody. Jacko was completely innocent. But no, Jacko Weasel is completely innocent. The fuck, like Weasel just as a monster, right? It's a monster that happens to be there over right. Nobody's gonna believe a human over a beast, right? Obviously, a beast that doesn't talk. The beast is always gonna get the short end of the stick. But we know that Jacko is an innocent creature because Jacko didn't kill anybody. Did not kill anybody. It was that man. That man in that shot. That well, the kids, man, the kids, the kids. When they brought Jacko Weasel in, they treated Weasel, like they loved Weasel, right? Food, they played with them, and Weasel loved them too. Weasel wasn't like a violent creature. Like Weasel wasn't specifically a violent creature. He's just he's like a dog where dogs are dogs will be protective of their owner, but most of them are lovable, right? Like I'm sure, like right. That's what a Weasel was like. So and the kids loved him, and he was very and he fell in love with them too. But obviously that guy saw a creature, and he thought the creature was a werewolf. He thought Jacko was. He thought, oh my god, Weasel was a werewolf. That guy who thought that Weasel was a werewolf, and he called the police, and they didn't believe him. Right? They didn't believe him. But those kids, oh my god, those kids are troublemakers, man. Yes, technically, the man is kind of responsible for their deaths, but he's not 100% fully responsible. Those kids, those kids played into it too, in their own into their deaths too. Those kids, okay, okay, those kids, and cause they go in the teachers classrooms. Oh, and turns out one of the teachers has fucking alcohol hidden, bottle of alcohol. Okay, okay, bottle of alcohol. They go downstairs to the basement. In a drawer, they find matches. 250 million views on social media. I know. I know. It's not okay. And as kids, man, they're trouble. It was trouble, and things are not. They're having fun. Things are not going well. When we play alcohol and matches. Alcohol and matches, man. We know what happens. We know what happens when you have alcohol and matches in the same vicinity and an accident happens, something goes wrong. We know what happens, right? You create a fire. And I also think there was electricals in there, right? Something electrical wires in there. They also exaggerated the fire in the in the building in the school. But the electrical part is because of this stupid man. He was trying to shoot the jackal, but he missed and caught. I think he shot the electrical part of the fire in the alcohol and all mixed. Boom, boom, and huge explosion. And while the police was on the way, the kids died. The kids died, except this one girl. This one girl that Jacko took a was really fond with, right? And he was trying to save her because she was still alive. The other kids were dead, right? She was still trying to save the girl, right? So the girl was still alive, and she was trying to save the girl, like bring her out of the school. But the police came and they started shooting. They started shooting at it with a fucking kid in its mouth. And I'm like, these police don't give a shit about this kid. You just care about shooting this beast. You don't give a shit about this kid because you're gonna end up killing this kid. This kid. You know shit. And Jackal Struggle gets shot a couple times, drops the kid, picks her up, tries to tries to be heroic. I mean, not heroic. That's not the word. It starts with R. It's commendable. Try to be like that. Try to do whatever it takes. Unfortunately, got to a point where he shot. He got shot, and he dropped the kid. All of a sudden, the police. All of a sudden, the police were able to wrap up and arrest him while the girl was on the ground and everything piled up on top of her. The stuff were collapsing on top of her. I'm like, fucking police, you went to arrest him when you could have saved the girl. They could have saved the girl. And these incumbent police, rather arrest him to save the girl. I'm like, you fucking, every single time, you save the person. Yes, you don't want the criminal to get away or the beast to get away, but you saved the person before. That's your job. You saved the person before. Okay? These are not good police officers. They could have saved that girl, but they bother arresting Rizzo. Dumb fucking police. And Rizzo was innocent in this. Rizzo did not cause their deaths. Was that man? I mean, the kids kind of had a play in it because they were being First of all, they were not being watched, right? I don't know where the fuck were the teach. Where the fuck in the school where's any? I don't think it did to Grash. I think his career is fine after BVS, but whatever. Um, where was any adults in that school? Where were the fucking adults in that school? They were supervised outside with no adult supervision. First of all, right? In a school, if you go during recess, there's always teachers on patrol, right? Teachers supervision. Where was the fucking adults in that school? Where were the teachers? Where's the principals? Where was this anything that's an adult in that school supervising the kids? First of all, I'm reaching here because this is really, it's a fantasy universe, but come on. First of all, yeah, okay, my God. But I don't think it hurt his career. Jesse Eisenberg. I don't think it hurt Jesse Eisenberg's career. Nah, I don't think it hurt his career. I disagree with him. I don't think it hurt his career. I mean, he might think it's hurt his career, but I see him he's still getting cast and stuff. He still has a solid career. I don't think it hurt his career. Look, every actor has one major film that they it looks like it hurts their career. Some actors have more than one, but I don't think it hurt his career. I think he was I just looked at his stuff. Hours after school. Oh, why? But what kid stays at the school after hours? Man, if I went, here's the thing: when school ends, I want to get home. I don't want to stay after hours. If it's like a daycare, some schools have daycares, right? Where parents pick them up. There's still supervision. Let me get this picture down. He would know, right? Yeah, he would know. BVS did not hurt. Nobody on that. Nobody. Nothing from BVS hurt anybody's career. Henry Cavill's career was not hurt by that. Ben Affleck's career was not hurt by that. Amy Adams' career was not hurt by that. Lawrence Fishburne's career was not hurt by that. I'm pretty sure Jesse Eisenberg's career was not hurt by that. Okay? I don't think here's the thing, they may not have been a good movie, but I don't think any of the main stars, the A-list actors were hurt by that. You know who think I was hurt by that the most? Kevin Costner, because Yellowstone is probably his biggest thing he's done in years. Oh, you think so? Oh, excuse him, raw. Excuse him, raw. Excuse him, raw. Okay. And it's funny this episode. They got back to Belweave. Now they have to go back on a mission to kill the princess. And Rick Flag's against that. He's like, "You want us to kill something for someone who didn't commit a crime yet?" Oh, and they have. I'm not gonna call him. I'm gonna butcher his name because I'm gonna say what's his name? Steve Ax. I can. Shit. Oh fuck. What is it? A commonness? What is it? Man, I know what it is. I just pronounce it. But they have Steve Aggie's character. Steve Aggie's character. Steve Aggie's character was back, and she thought seriously. He had a hoss for seriously, and seriously is like seriously is like. I think seriously is playing around with them. I think she's telling. I think what she told Ben the Water and what she showed the vision of. I think she's telling part of the truth, but not all the truth, because Cersei likes to do that. Cersei is a deceiver too. Like Cersei plays around as a deceiver, so she's manipulative. That's Cersei, and Mandalore believes Cersei because of what happened on the mascara about in the stuff economist, yeah, economist or whatever. Oh my god, I used to know it. I have to hear it again. I know. I was gonna say economics. That's what I was about to say. But like seriously, had a premonition, right, of something that happened at Themyscira years ago, and it came true, right? And but here's the thing. Here's the thing. What Cersei showed Red the Water, how do you know it's not Cersei? I know Cersei's mad. She can't. Her technically she is powerless because she had the cuffs on her that won't let metahumans use their abilities. But how do you know Cersei wasn't tricking Mandalore by showing her the premonition of the future? How do you know wasn't tricking? Was not manipulating Mandalore? Because I would think. Here's the thing. I would think a goddess should be able to. I believe a goddess, powered by a god, should be able to not be affected by human inventions that suppress people metahumans' powers. Because she's a goddess, I think there should be limits to that. Her clearance doesn't lie. Yeah, the thing is, this is Cersei we're talking about, right? Yes, this is Cersei we're talking about. Okay, this is based off a character. This is based off a character that trick Homer in Homer's Odyssey, and his crewmates. Cersei never had this ability in the comics or in the whatever. I don't know. I don't know if she's been in a show. I know Cersei wants to rule Earth. She wants to rule Earth, right? She wants to rule humanity. I think that's what she wants. But Degrassi, you can't trust Cersei. Cersei's like trying to trust the Joker, man. You can't trust the Joker. I mean, Joker doesn't have any powers, but Batman allowing himself the Joker, like she always gets she always gets true to her nature. Okay, this is see Degrassi. See, I can see that's exactly copying. That's Zack Snyder stuff. I mean, Zack Snyder's not the first, but this is exactly what Zack Snyder did with BVS with the Flash thing. Bruce, she is the key. She is the key. That's exactly kind of the same thing. And it's very perfectly established in DC. It's perfectly established in the DC universe, unlike Marvel, where you do something that in the past it does affect the future, does affect the future in a different way, and sometimes not in a good way. DC has always been establishing that. Marvel, I mean, like MCU has. Hey, I still don't trust her. Clairvoyance, I don't trust her. I still don't trust her. I mean, Doctor Fate. Doctor Fate kind of stuff is similar to that, right? The future is not always defined, right? Future is not always defined. I mean, Black Adam. The future is not always defined. Look at this. But look at this. I mean, like, how do you know that's not Cersei as the princess? Like, oh well, Sonic A cinema score. But this episode also focused on. Oh, it's funny. Frankenstein thought we see Frankenstein in McFlag. McFlag. Oh my god, fight! Because Frankenstein thought McFlag was in love with the bride, with the bride. But McFlag has definitely fallen for the princess. Um, definitely fallen for the princess. But it was funny. That fight was funny. Frankenstein is like a big baby, a big baby, a happily, like a lovesick baby who's been up. We know has been chasing the bride for years, and he has in his mind that the bride is purposely playing hard to get. He had his mind like she's like purposely shooing him away, ignoring him throughout the centuries on purpose, and making it like it's playing hard to get on purpose. And but we know the bride is not doing that. The bride doesn't want nothing to do with him, nothing to do with Frankenstein, right? Nothing, nothing to do with freaking beans. Yeah, I call them freaking beans. It's funny. There really was no. There was the only thing about this episode. It was a good episode. It was a good episode. Shows a lot of the future. Uh, what Cersei is saying. What Cersei is saying will happen because of this woman, this princess. If that's the future event of DCU, Creature Commandos is not the right show to show it because Creature Commandos is not being watched by a lot of people. Well, being watched by people, seriously. So that's not. But whatever. If you're a hardcore DC fan, this is a show for you. So you. But honestly, I'm interested in whatever the big event you're gonna do down the line. It's probably down the line, like years down the line. Definitely yeah. So we know some of these characters are going to end up in Superman. We know Rick Flag is in Superman. We know Doctor Phosphorus. Yeah, Phosphorus is going to be Superman. It's already been well, the actor is in Superman. Tudyk is in Superman. If you look at the IMDb page, he's on there, but he doesn't have his character's name. It's funny. It's like he doesn't, but we know who he is. Um, but I always felt that Princess was. There's more than meets the eye to that girl, that lady, that princess. There's something that's not right with her. Like, come on. A beautiful, attractive princess. This nice, this cool. Yeah, you always want something. They're always up to something. It's a classic villain trope with women. When you have a woman like that seduce the hero like that, that woman is usually the bad guy, the villain. Usually, and try to get them and try to have them fall under the spell, right? Like you can make them think there's nothing wrong with them, right? That's what they. That's what happened to Rick Flag here, and maybe she's using his vulnerability with the losing his son as a tool. As a tool. I mean, that's obvious as a tool that to be for him to be blind. There always needs to be a big event. I'm kidding. So, it's I wonder if that country is like near Borvia. Is it what's it called? Borvia? Borvia? Borvia. Luke, I think that's where the rest of Ludwig Borga is from. Borvia. If you know wrestling from the '90s, there was a wrestler named Ludwig Borga who lasted like 3 months. Yeah, I think it's from that country that's in Superman. The thing is, Degrassi, people are going to demand a big event eventually, right? People are going to demand it. I think the people are going to demand it. That's the problem. I mean, you don't give in to people's demands. Obviously, you don't. I don't. You wouldn't. But I can see that happening. If people will want it. I don't think it's MCU. Well, I mean, yeah, MCU is the first to do it, but DC was going to be the first to do it. Remember, DC was going to start off a universe with their own fucking Justice League movie, right? 2008, Mortals. You know what I want as my big event? I wanted to be fucking Brainiac. A Brainiac could be a Superman, but I wanted to be Brainiac. No, 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 no. Dark Side. No, not Dark Side. I mean, I had ideas for Dark Side, but in the past. If they DC did an invasion angle, I would have Batman fighting the invasion in his city, or and not just Batman, but like people, the heroes of Gotham. Same right, same as Superman, Flash in his city. You know, you get my point. Um, that's how I would do it because it'd be interesting. Protect your city. And then get together. You know, all meet in one place. What the hell is happening to the Miles Morales voice actor? What the fuck is going on with Shamir Moore? Is this guy a creep or what? Like I just got something for a discussion film about Shamik Moore, the Miles Morales director. Is he a creep? The last thing they're gonna do is attempt to replicate the MCU. I know. I just think they could learn some stuff from the MCU. I mean, like take some stuff from the MCU and see what works in this, and and MCU could see what could work from this and work. I mean, Marvel Studios could see what works in here and plan in their in their stuff, like they do all the time. Like they do all the time. What the hell is wrong with Shamir Moore? At first, I hate Steinfeld shit. The fuck is this? What the hell is wrong with them? Are they gonna recast them? Are they gonna find a new voice actor for them now? It's just really, really weird. Oh, I know you knows what worked. Of course, his stuff. Oh, I definitely know he knows. I definitely know he definitely knows what worked in the MCU. Well, what worked there and what doesn't work in the MCU. It's like it's like trends, right? Something a trend is successful. Everybody wants to continue doing that trend and see if it works for them. Until somebody else starts a new trend, that becomes successful, and then they go on that trend bandwagon, right? Look, everybody jump on the MCU bandwagon trend when it's try to create universes. Look at the video game industry, man. A lot of them doing live service and all that trend stuff, and people hate it. Hate it. Trends come and go, right? We know that trends come and go. SMU and Penn State. No, I wonder who's going to win that. Indiana, Notre Dame. Oh, Indiana, Notre Dame's going to face Georgia tomorrow. Not tomorrow, January 1st. Wow, I'm watching college football. Carson Beck's hurt. I don't know what Blind is. Blind said he's going to come on. All right. Let's see. I don't know, man. I don't know because I kind of want to end it here. Going an hour in. Oh yeah. Kind of let you all know. Sorry, next year, next month, I probably won't do Friday streams because yeah, WWE SmackDown is going 3 hours on Fridays. 3 hours on Friday night SmackDown from 8 to 11. I think if it's 7 to 10, fine, but 8 to 11, yeah, SmackDown, yeah. So once again, Mondays and Fridays streams starting next month. I won't be doing. I'll be doing Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, Sundays, but I won't be doing Mondays and Fridays. Yeah, he never showed up. All right, so make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below. I'll figure out this stuff for tomorrow. By the way, take care, guys.